interesting times and lots of uncertainty. But I think one of the factors with regards to the tariffs that have now been imposed is going to create one fundamental issue, and that is going to be the issue around building and construction in Australia because of the disruption to supply chains. Let's not forget that we decided to sell off a lot of our manufacturing around construction materials to overseas interests, and that's going to hurt us. And it's just going to mean that building is going to cost a lot more, and many builders and developers, because of the dire situation that they're currently under at the moment, they're not going to pull out the tools and start again just because the government wants 1.2 million homes to materialise before the elections. They haven't done it over the last 3 years, and they're not going to start doing it now. Why? Because they need that funding. They need that injection of funds, and right now there's a lot of things at play. And as much as we get all the rhetoric from the politicians, how they want to stimulate construction, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for a long time. We are where we are, and quite frankly, if anything, we're going to end up with a lot more demand than the supply. And with all the issues around supply and demand, with all the issues around the demand side of things, it's only going to make things even worse for those that are trying to enter the market. So my prediction moving forward is that potentially we're going to end up with a lot less listings on market very soon. We're already starting to see some of those signs of listings going down dramatically in some parts of Sydney. As I said in the Monday evening property rants last night with Martin, where you would get in certain parts of the Blacktown region, you would get 17 listings this time year on year. We're down to 5. And there are many suburbs where we are experiencing and seeing, watching, agents are seeing that the listings aren't there. And this is mainly for the desirable homes like freestanding homes or villas, duplexes. What we are seeing, however, is a rise in listings in many markets around Sydney of apartments, dog boxes, the ones that people are now finding out all the issues after owning them for 4 or 5 years. The chickens are coming home to roost, as they say, with all the defects and all the issues around it. And also with the uncertainty around the election and whoever takes the helm moving forward, we're going to have a lot of uncertainty with students because the WeChat chatters feel that there could be a bit of a backlash, and we're going to end up with some parts of Sydney and universities culling out some of the student visas for a temporary period, of course, until things cool down, and then they revamp things up again. But because of that backlash, because of the construction issues, because of the maintenance issues moving forward, even at budget accommodation rentals, they're not meeting the returns, and they're not getting the returns that they were getting a year ago, 12 months ago. So many of these apartments that are pretty much no-go zones, more to the point, your one-bedroom apartments in the central hubs around universities, they're the ones that are suffering the most. Anyway, with regards to supply, in general terms, for those that are looking for your established areas, your freestanding homes, unfortunately, I think that, and I believe, and so do my colleagues believe, that the freestanding homes market is going to dwindle away over the Christmas, so over the Christmas in July, over the winter period, because of the uncertainty with the markets around tariffs, the global economics. That's number one. Number two, the election. Historically, anytime there's an election, there's people want to wait and see what happens post-election before they list the properties on the market. So you've got the tariffs, the elections that are on foot at the moment, and we're also moving into winter, so which is a natural retraction of listings for sale listings in the Sydney region. So they're your three headwinds that those that are looking to get into the market are going to be facing. That with a deficit or a lesser amount of properties on the market for sale, and the demand is still there for the desirable homes, of course. So there's going to be potentially a lot of competition in many markets for those desirable homes, like your freestanding homes, and it's going to be interesting to see how they move, what happens in that market. Currently, anything that's well presented, anything that is smicked up, polished up, and dressed up, seems to be getting and fetching the asking prices. Anything that demands a lot of work, there's a lot of caution around it, and it's taking a lot longer to sell. But moving forward, I sort of kind of think that even the ones that need a little bit of elbow grease are going to be in somewhat demand because of the retraction in for sale listing numbers. They're just my thoughts. That's what Martin and I discussed last night in the Monday evening property rants, among other things. Be sure to watch the show, and we've also put out a little ad around getting your home, your property checked out. I organised some tradespeople to give anybody in the Sydney region that a home health check, just to see how you're tracking and make sure that you're being looked after and protected. It's better to take care of small issues now than it is to be confronted with bigger issues in the future. So all the best, and hope you have a great week.